Coming up on the Entertainment Zone, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Be sure to keep watching as we got an inside look into the musical sensation. Next, we'll take a trip into the holiday season with Dave Koz and friends on their Christmas tour. And after the break, what do you get when you mix the blockbuster hit Titanic with Celine Dion and laugh out loud comedy? Well, it's Titanic. I'm Front Row Phyllis, and this is the Entertainment Zone. Beetlejuice is a movie turned musical that has captivated audiences across the country. And we had a chance to go behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Are we having the best time ever?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Right? Is this a pinch me moment, like a dream?
Yeah, it kind of is. Lydia's been my dream role for a long time.
You were in college. You finished your
Yeah.
senior year at CCM, right? Just a year ago.
Yeah, that is a year ago now. That's
Right?
crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what? You get the call to do to be an understudy for Lydia.
Yeah, so I got an email maybe like 3 weeks before school ended to send in a tape for Girl Scout and understudy Lydia. So it was really fast. The turnaround was super, super quick. But I sent in like 2 tapes. I did a Zoom call back and a dance call, and I got the part. So it was really cool. I got it before I even left school, which was crazy. Yeah, so it was really cool.
That's like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And now you're on the national tour, and the first female Black artist to be on this national tour. I'm not putting too much on your shoulders or anything like that, but that's huge. That's amazing.
It's really special to be, because Jakir Davis was the original Girl Scout who I took over Girl Scout for, and she understudied and played Lydia, and she was also Black, and I think being able to have, to be like a Black Lydia now full time is so, so special.
How do you come down from, because everybody that has seen Beetlejuice, we know the energy that is on that stage. Oh my goodness, it is infectious. So how do you come down from that? What do you do for yourself?
I say something I really love, I think that we all love to do is, I always have something like I can put on at night, or like I'll listen to music. I think it's important to have like a nighttime routine, because I feel like sometimes I just like come home, get in bed, and then I'm like, I can't fall asleep. So it's sometimes nice to like, we travel candles, a lot of us in the cast, and if you have like a set that's kind of homey, or like something to like make it like cute so you feel like cute at home, especially if you're in a hotel. Yeah, it's nice to have a routine, and I feel like try and like have a chill night for myself.
What do you think the magic is behind actually Beetlejuice? I mean, that everybody loves this, crazy character.
Honestly, it's Justin. Yeah. He is hilarious, and he is unreal. Like, he truly is just always on, and I don't know how he does it.
Do you think he thinks he's Beetlejuice? Maybe.
I don't know. We should ask him. I don't know, maybe. But it's amazing, his energy, and I think that really does. Like, I feel like sometimes when I'm tired and he's just like, it's easy to bounce off of him, and I think the audiences just really enjoy also just, I think the movie, in the similarities between that and the musical, like there's like characters you can spot, and the set pieces are amazing. And I think that it's just such a spectacle, and it's so fun that I think that it truly is just like really like a fun piece that everyone gets into.
So, the show's back on tour, like you just said. Any new special things that they've thrown into this show?
Not necessarily, but I think like some of the costume pieces are a little different, which is fun. Like the Delia dresses are a little different, which is cool. And I think that each person who's wearing a costume, sometimes there's like little things that are different. They're really small details that I think are different. The set pieces kind of have flipped things around so that we can move across the country. So it's still really fun, and there's still a lot of the pieces, but it is different, yeah.
So, the laughter that comes from, literally that comes from the entire audience throughout the whole thing. Do you guys feed off of that energy?
Yes,
okay.
Like 100%. I feel like if the audience is more, and it's such an interactive show, that I feel like sometimes if the audience is a little quiet, we're like, okay, like, it's fine. But we love when an audience is just like really into it and really like reacting and like really just like with us, it's like I feel like it really ups the performances of everybody. I mean, it's so nice.
It is.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the holidays without the holiday music and Dave Koz and friends. Welcome, Dave Koz and Jonathan Butler. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, Phyllis.
Thanks for having us.
So, we were talking a little bit before. Fans wait every year, I have to say, for Santa Claus and his friends. What is this, 28 years?
28 years for a nice Jewish boy.
I was just going to say.
What's wrong with this picture?
What is wrong with the picture? I think it's a great picture.
In a million years, I would have never thought this many
You got a
years
Jewish
later.
boy and an African.
See?
I mean,
It's a great
You can't-
combo.
See? The two of us. No, we've been having a great time. And honestly, the truth is, Jonathan has been the vast majority of the 28 years. He's been right there. We've been side by side.
Yeah.
And I would have never in a million years thought this many years later we'd still be doing this. But as long as people are coming, we'll come and do it. We love doing it.
So do you remember, let's go back, how it all started?
I do remember. I was talking with David Benoit, the great pianist, and I was interviewing him for my radio show, and it was in 1997. He had just lost his mom, and I just lost my dad, about 2 weeks between the two. And we were just commiserating.
Yeah.
And it was actually David's idea. He said, well, why don't we go out at Christmas time and we can work through our emotions that way, maybe
Right.
put some smiles on people's faces. And that was 1997, and here we are 28 years later. And David and our original cast members come back every 5 years or so to do the anniversary shows. But it's been really great. And Jonathan is an unbelievable partner in crime.
Yeah, you guys have been together for 20 years
yeah,
doing this
yeah.
together, right?
He wants us to be 70 before we quit.
Yeah.
We're
You gotta-
almost there.
No, you're just 50.
We're knocking on the
Come
door.
on.
We're knocking on the door.
So since you've been together, what's Dave really like? Tell us.
Dave is really just an amazing partner to work to share the stage with. I think he just is a very good soul, and he has a very good heart. I think the people, when they come out to see it, it'd be a sad day if the day comes that he says, "Hey, okay, I'm done with this," because it's kind of legacy building. It's like part of his legacy,
Right.
and it's become a part of mine. So, because since we're together, people are expecting, where's this African guy and this Jewish guy? Where are they? And when do they come back into our town?
The bus should be coming up right about now. Right?
So, but it's just, we talk through the whole show together before we start. And once we get started, it's just two brothers having a great time and seeing people really change from cold and quiet to celebrating.
Well, that's the nice thing about the holidays, too. The holidays and music, specifically music at Christmas time. The music is such a huge part of, the foundation of celebrations. And these are more than just songs. These are really, parts of people's lives. And we could hear these songs, hundreds, maybe even thousands of times, but you still want to hear them again. It's like comfort food, musical comfort food.
That's a great way to say, absolutely. Now, how do you change up the show every year?
A lot of it is in the initial conversations that Jonathan and I have, which he was alluding to, where Jonathan's a master at kind of sensing. He's such an empathetic person. He can sense the feeling of the country, like what we need. And we need a little Christmas this year.
You need a lot of Christmas.
So
yeah.
he helps with those initial moments of figuring out the tone of the show. And then over the last few years, last, say, 5 years, it's been important to Jonathan and myself to nurture the next generation of talent. So each year we have new talent that we can introduce to our audience. And this year, I think it's pretty exceptional. Three of the best.
This is a star-studded event. Honest to God, this is wow.
It's very, very classy, and it's very young and youthful.
And energetic.
Right.
Yeah, and once we get past our little moments and let the young people do their thing, I'm like,
Let the youngsters have a whack
give me
at
the
it.
oxygen tank. Give me some oxygen.
But each one of them, you got Casey on the upright bass, such an
Isn't that incredible?
he's so talented and so funny, and such a character. And then you've got this beautiful singer and Haley Reinhart, who the world has fallen in love with. And then this genius young pianist, Kayla Waters, who just sits down at the piano and just brings so much elegance and classiness to the stage. So it's really a nice combination. You get a lot of different voices and different moments in this show that you hopefully will leave much fuller than when you came.
And also how they interpret the Christmas songs.
Yeah.
What they bring to the Christmas songs that everybody knows, that's popular. They bring such a beautiful freshness to the songs as well, which is really nice to experience. Yeah.
So are you guys big into Christmas and Hanukkah? Is that a big thing? I know it's hard because you're on the road and you just kind of end it right before Christmas, I think.
Yeah. Well, where are you going to be?
I'm going to Cape Town, South Africa. I'm going to my home to spend Christmas there. It's going to be like the first summer Christmas. It's summertime
Because it's
there
hot
right
there.
now. It's
Right?
hot
Wow.
there right now.
Interesting.
I'll
So
take
no
that all day
snow,
long.
No snow. They would have been fed up already.
Can I go with you?
You can
I'm
come
going with
me.
him too.
I mean, let's all go to Cape Town. It's the
Right?
most beautiful place.
Really?
Yeah,
It's the most beautiful city.
But Christmas is really different there than here. It's like you don't feel like it's Christmas. It's like beach and champagne and wine country. And
It
Sounds
sounds
good.
horrible.
It's kind of a Christmas I could get behind.
a good
Me
old
too.
lamb chop to throw it in the mix. That's
Right.
Christmas.
Braai.
And a braai, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
bull tongue as well.
But you go to Sausalito.
I go to my little hideaway. My family, I grew up celebrating Hanukkah with my family. And so we kind of get together. Typically now, since I'm out of town for the pretty much the month of December, my family usually gets together soon after the New Year.
Right.
And we do our little celebration then. But being on the road this time of year is we get our fill of the holidays. People cook for us and bake for us. Every show after the show, there's some fan that delivers this big plate of cookies or a cake or a turkey or whatever.
Jeez, the bus is full of tuna.
So I'm going to wait. Tuna?
Tuna.
That's my after show thing.
Yeah.
Tuna salad.
Okay.
On a chip.
On a chip.
See what you learned here?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you guys, American Idol alums, Haley Reinhart, Casey Abrams, and musician and pianist Kayla Waters.
Yes.
It is so awesome to have you guys here on the Dave Koz Christmas tour. How's it going?
Absolutely.
I gotta
best.
know.
It's the
Is it
best,
so
yeah.
fun?
We had to do a couple days off, but it's been good.
Yeah.
You
In
you
the
needed a couple.
hometown.
I know.
So excited to be home.
You're back home.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Great. Got to see the family, and it feels so Christmassy during this time in Chicagoland. So we're happy to be here.
So you know what's so funny is that each city that you go to, different audiences. Has there been any surprises on this tour?
We went to a small town of Lansdowne, which is right outside of Philly. Really fun crowd. I think that's been my personal favorite so far. Yeah, some of these small towns have a lot of character and fun people.
You know what's so cool is that we were just talking to Dave and Jonathan, and we were talking about the difference, how he changes it up. And part of it is the energy that you guys, as young, incredible musicians, bring, and this talent that you bring to, did you ever think that you would be here doing this type of, incredible Christmas event?
We've been doing the Dave Koz cruise for a while now.
The cruise, right?
And,
Definitely.
And that's, I'll be honest, it's a little bit older of an audience.
Okay.
So we're the youngins. Yeah. But it's fun because we get to we're the people that dance a little bit more on stage and do.
But we got the old souls too. So,
That's what it is, yeah.
we love their music. So I
Right.
feel like it's a very kindred spirit
Yes.
going on when we're
Yes.
It's a
together.
nice win-win situation.
Speaking of Idol, I have to talk about this. How has life changed since American Idol?
A whole lot. It's kind of been like ever since that moment in time, we moved to LA and
Both of you guys.
yeah.
Are you
and
guys
then
all in LA?
I live in Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm an East Coast girl.
Constantly on the road. I can probably speak for all of us. We're just grinding away all the time.
Yeah, it kind of made us into, what we're doing right now. It's like music is our life, it's our career, and that was a big stepping stone, a good platform for us to sing in front of people, and now we're singing in front of people all the time.
Do you remember those days and those nights? And wow.
It's a black hole a little bit. I need him to help me remember. We can like trade stories and help each other remember.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, that person sang that lyric.
We've
during
lived
that time?
about
Yeah,
like
no.
40 lives since then, I feel,
That
and had
felt
like
like
multiple
10
different
years.
tours with different tour groups too.
Postmodern Jukebox.
and different things. So
Yeah.
it's kind of wild.
We've even been on a couple of our own tours. I was just playing bass in her band for a couple of times.
He
and
told me if I ever need him, and I actually pulled that card recently.
I was like, all right,
this
let's
year.
go.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was good to jam.
Oh my gosh. And Kayla, your
Yeah.
dad,
Yes.
famous jazz sax player. Okay,
Yes.
so was there ever a time that you thought, I'm not going to go into music, I want to do something else?
Never. I always knew I wanted to do music. It was like straight shot.
'Cause it was
always
in the
focused.
house, it
In the
was-
house. Always had a grand piano growing up. My dad was always in the studio. I got to see a lot of the behind the scenes with him while he was on the road, and I just knew I wanted to do it. And here I am, following in his footsteps.
We all know Jack and Rose's iconic love story in Titanic, but how does adding songs, crazy characters, and that musical theater charm change the story?
My heart's beating down, but I always come back for more. Yeah, there's nothing like love to pull you up when you're lying down on the floor. Yeah, so talk to me like
You guys are getting rave reviews. You have to tell, it is one of the funniest productions of all time. So can you set up the concept for our viewers?
Yeah, so it starts with Celine Dion as our narrator, and she has essentially decided that she was actually on the Titanic when it went down, and so she wants to tell her firsthand account of that tale. So we get the movie plotline, but with some very specific little Celine Dion colloquialisms and some skewed memory, as the memory does, of things that might have happened. So it's a roller coaster ride of, laughs and joy.
What do you love about the show?
As, an actor, there are a lot of obviously musicals we've all been in our lives, but not a lot of musicals that prioritize joy like this one does. It is the priority. It is the service. It is the exchange. The second we're off to the races, we have that laugh, we have that breath that we share with the audience, and the rest of it is play in a way that feels alive. It's not well, here's my next line, this is very scripted. It's okay, oh, they liked that, then they'll probably love this. It's a energy exchange that really makes us feel like it's a team sport. Our cast is tossing the ball to each other and hoping the audience will catch it. So
I just love all the different pop culture references that you're going to get. You're going to get the movie, the iconography from the 97 film Titanic, and all the songs of Celine, but we're bringing in all current pop culture references. And so I really feel like it makes the audience feel like they're a part of it when they catch a few, they're not going to catch everything.
Yeah.
They might if they come a second time. I think this is a repeat show, but if they catch something that they can hold on to, it really brings them in. They feel like they're a part of it. They're like, oh, I know what I know what that is.
We are thrilled to welcome Claire Kennedy McLaughlin, who plays the one and only Celine Dion. And thank you for joining us.
thank you so much for having me.
What's it like to channel one of music's most legendary voices every single night?
I feel like the luckiest person on earth. Right. Start there. And in addition to her being, the queen of power ballads, which is such a joy to sing through her catalog, sometimes what I find is more rewarding is getting to embody her personality and like her isms just as she speaks and the way she is in interviews and backstage. It's so uniquely her and she's so unabashedly herself that to get to step into that, it feels great.
Going through the catalog, the interviews, do you have a favorite Celine Dion song? And I'm sure, or that you perform during the show. How about that?
My favorite to sing in the show is I Surrender because it's the bridge. It's a kind of a running theme in Titanic. Celine Dion will just insert herself into the scene at the bridge, which is like the beltiest, hardest part to sing. But I Surrender, oh man, I get out there and I love to sing it. It's also the hardest, but as a group, Taking Chances is such a great way to kick off the show, set up the exposition, who's who, what's happening. So Taking Chances is a really fun one to do with everyone every night.
We want to give a special thanks to Joe's Live for the beautiful accommodations. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, and we'll see you right back here next week. I'm Front Row Phyllis, and this is The Entertainment Zone.